Time to say goodbye. Time to say goodbye to my trusted XC40 Recharge Twin. Model year 24, finished off in the beautiful fjord blue metallic over the tailored wool upholstery and rocking these 20-inch alloys. Time to say goodbye. We have reached the end of the line, or I have reached the end of the line with my XC40 ownership, because I've actually just sold it. We're now at the end of May, 31st of May. And actually on Sunday, the 2nd of June, I will deliver the keys and do the handover to its new owners. Far up in north, almost at Trondheim. I will drive up there tomorrow and do the handover. So, I thought I was gonna make a little farewell video with my XC40. Pros and cons, ownership experience, what it was like to have the XC40 for 9 months, and also the tailored wool. Just share some thoughts about my XC40. A little farewell video. So, welcome to my YouTube channel, Volvo Christian, and welcome to the farewell video with my XC40 Recharge Twin. This is actually my 10th Volvo, so I'm really fond of Volvo. I'm a Volvo enthusiast, so that's why I'm Volvo Christian. My 10th Volvo. My Volvo adventure actually started back in 2012 when we purchased our first Volvo, the Volvo V40 D2 Momentum in flamenco red with the styling kit. Oh, what a beautiful car that was. Still to this day, if I see a V40 with the correct specs, I just goosebumps, I'd have to turn around. Oh, that V60. So after the V60, let's see if I can do all the cars. The V40 was the first, then we jumped over to the V60 Ocean Race, beautiful Ocean Race blue, the best Volvo color probably. Really loved that. That was a D4. So my first automatic, slightly bigger engine, more power. And then we jumped over to the XC90 D5 bursting blue R design, fully decked out. That was the first SPA car. Then after, I think it was like a year or so, we jumped over to the first plug-in hybrid. The XC60 T8 inscription, fusion red, blonde interior, Napa leather with the linear lime decor. Definitely the best Volvo interior I've ever had. It was such a treat to the eye. And then after those 4 brand new cars, factory ordered, we had a V60 previous generation D6 plug-in hybrid. Also a pretty awesome car. That was bought second hand, like a transition car before the next one. And that was a S90, model year 20. Fully decked out as well, T8 R design, air suspension, Bowers Wilkins, ventilated seat with massage. That I got wrapped in the beautiful or crazy vampire red. That was V40, V60, XC90, XC60, V60 again, S90. Had that for about 2 years. Definitely the best car I've ever owned. I loved every single part of it. The interior luxury and also the driving sensation and also the visual look of the S90. Still to this day, I got goosebumps when I think about my S90. So we are at 6. After the S90, I went over to the XC40, bursting blue, electric, the P8. Short ownership. Oh, I wasn't ready to go electric, so 2 months later, hasta la vista, out the door, baby. Before jumping over to a plug-in hybrid again, denim blue, V60 inscription, T6, blonde interior, denim blue exterior, a beauty. So yeah, had that about a year. And then it was the S60 Polestar engineered. My God, what a blast that was to drive. Bright silver that I got wrapped in the wicked two-faced style from Rapstar in Sweden. So that was the 9th. And then fjord blue, my 10th. So you see, I like colors. It was actually just the S90 that was black, but then yeah, that got wrapped vampire red. And the color was actually called vampire red. That's why I got the specific license plate with vampire. Don't ask me what the price of that one was. Absolutely ridiculous and dumbass move, but it was fun when yeah. But yeah, I like colors, and as you see, I like Volvos. Just waiting for that train to pass by. Really long ass train. But what will come next? Will it be a 11th Volvo? Or will I jump ship and get something completely different? I'm not gonna lie, I'm super intrigued by BMW's lineup with the i4, the i5 Touring. God damn, that is beautiful. And also the iX1 are pretty cool. And I also looked at the MG Cyberstore like a week ago, or no, two weeks ago. Pretty cool. And yes, it's not the real MG any longer. It's this Chinese brand SRIC or SRIC something. But it's a pretty cool design. And I've also looked at a bunch of other brands. I'm not gonna list them all, but I looked around and tried to test a couple of cars, like the Volkswagen ID.7. Pretty awesome car, and there was a touring version coming really soon. Or maybe I have to go back to visit my old, because I need something to get my blood rushing again, or flowing, or bubbling, or something. This is a really awesome car, don't get me wrong. I bought this brand new. I ordered it as a factory order, so completely, I don't regret it by any means. It's a really awesome car. And it's really fast. 408 horsepower. It just takes off. But it doesn't get my blood rushing or my heart bumping. It's just, I don't know. It's beautiful. It's comfortable. Winter capabilities, really awesome. The range are good. Charging are good. But you know that the love isn't there in the way I want it right now. I want something to get my blood flowing and get it rushing and give me goosebumps. I hardly turn around when I see a XC40 on the streets. It has to be like painted or logoed or really wicked if I'm going to turn around. And a little funny thing, I work at an elementary school with like small kids. And last week we were going to watch a theater play. So we walked like a kilometer or two something along the road. And the kids are like 11 years old, so they were walking by themselves, and we had a couple of grown-ups, and I was like center part, and I was just pressing my phone slightly, and the kid was catching up and looked at what I had on my phone. It was a picture of a C40. I was sharing a picture with a friend, and that kid, those two girls said, "Oh, you're always looking at Volvos, always looking at cars." And then she asked me, where are my yellow Volvo? Where are the yellow car? And I've sold that for, I don't know, was it in November I sold it? So it's actually like 6 months ago. But she asked, where is the yellow car? I haven't seen it for a while. So I said, yeah, I've actually sold my yellow car. And she said, well, yeah, what car do you have now? So I said, I have the blue one. And she knows because the license plate. So I had the blue one, the electric XC40. And I kid you not, that little kid on 11, a girl at 11, she said, oh, that's kind of boring, man. That's kind of boring. So yeah, I kind of agree with you. that is freaking boring. Sorry, it's not a yellow Porsche engine and S60. And she said, yeah, it's kind of average. You see them everywhere. I was like, what the? Yeah, I know, okay. Don't bug me. Yeah, but I completely agree. So I was just laughing and say, yeah, you are totally right. You see them everywhere, on every corner. And also this spec, pure blue with tailored wool. It's like, she said, that car aren't you. I missed the yellow one. But yeah, I know I missed the yellow one. I missed the yellow one, I missed the S90 Vampire. So she was just spot on what thought I had in my head. It's just average. And yeah, it doesn't get my blood flowing. So yeah, even the kids at 11 knows what's in my head. So it was time to sell it. I have decided like a month ago, 2 months ago, that it was time. But it just was slow as heck to list it for sale. But now it's over. Long ass intro, but let's jump in and look at the tailored wool. So jumping on the inside. Let's see if I can take off my glasses, maybe cover up the sun ever so slightly, so I can see. Yeah, take these off, maybe. So yeah, jumping in, the tailored wool. I'm such a huge fan of the tailored wool, and I'm so glad that I ordered these myself. During the dark and cold winter months, this has been a treat to have, both visually and also to lift up the interior, make it more cozy and warm in here. Yeah, these have been such a blast to have, yeah, both visually and the comfort-wise. We're now in, yeah, let's see how the temperature we are today. Let's see if we can get this. It's 27 degrees, goddamn, really hot, but these are really great to adjust the temperature. They really regulate the temperature really good. So summer times, they're really pleasant, and also winter time, obviously. And yeah, it has been a treat. But I've also gotten a bunch of questions, both on Instagram and here on YouTube, on maintenance, wear and tear, and the stain resistancy. Because Volvo says that these are stain resistant. But obviously you have to put some more love and attention when you have seats like this. I have driven 27,000. I have eaten lunch, dinner, breakfast. We have chicken McNuggets, and I don't follow the book or the rule to not eat in the car. I eat in the car, and we eat in the car with burgers and kebabs and all that shit. But several times I've actually spilled something on my seats, both the passenger seat, the driver seat, but there's no stains at all. These looks completely like new. We have some, what is this, small fabric from my sweater, but this is just, I can just take them off, or I have like this a roll with, what's the English word I'm looking for? A little roll with tape or like sticky glue or something. You just roll over to get the linen or lint. I'm not sure what the English word is, but you know what I mean. But if I spill something, then I have something in my door. Wet wipes, baby wet wipes. These are just genius. I just had to buy a new pack now because my previous one were empty. So if I spill something, even if it's soda or Monster or chocolate, I try to put these on the first day, but sometimes I'm not noticing it before the second or the day after. Put this on, hold it over, and maybe I use 2 or 3, hold it over and rub ever so slightly, and maybe the next time or when I get home I use a microfiber cloth and this Autoglym products interior wash. Just spray on the cloth, wet cloth, and just slightly wipe it off. And I'm not seeing any tracks of or signs of any stains. There's nothing here. But yesterday I test drove a C40 slightly south in Norway. A C40 that's for sale, also with the tailored wool. That one has driven 42,000 kilometers, so slightly more than mine. That is a test car. And I'm not gonna lie, some people don't care about test cars. Or they spill coffee or something, or chocolate or eat, I don't know. Because honestly, that interior didn't look good at all. If that was the interior, if that was the results of what happened with these seats, then I would never buy tailored wool again. If I base my impressions out of that interior, because that car had just been on like a detailing and a deep clean of the seats, but you could still see the outline of every single stain on the seat. It was just spread over the edges, the seat, and also the passenger seat. So it wasn't this nice and light color anymore. It was just, you could see the stains, and I got OCD. So when I drive, I was just looking at the passenger seat. I was like, fuck, look at that stain, look at that stain. You could see the outline. You couldn't see the full stain, but you saw the outline of each, and also darker areas of the seats. Just what the heck has happened there? I just wanted to get like a UV light and just look like a crime scene. So I'm not gonna buy that car. the exterior was wicked and the drive was yeah, good. But with my OCD, I know it's a second-hand car with 40,000 kilometers, but yeah, I have driven 28,000 and I got nothing. They're almost like brand new. But you do have to put some effort in it. If you want these seats, you do have to put some effort in it. Wet wipes and wash it over if you spill something. Just you have to care. And yeah, I care about my cars, so I got these wet wipes down in the trash bin. So interior, it has been a blast, the whole 27,000. And I can actually consider, if I'm gonna order a new car, a new Volvo, I would actually consider to do this all over again. Because I've been super pleased with the tailored wool. So I highly recommend it. But remember, it requires some of you as an owner. You have to show some love. Yeah, and they hadn't shown that test car any love, so yeah. That was quite a shame. But yeah, let's jump outside again. So, 27,000 kilometers, 9 months ownership. What's the best part with the XC40? Would I recommend it to anyone else? Would I buy it again? What's the good, bad and ugly? I'm not gonna rant up or do like 2 or 3 on each, because this video are probably too long already on what I had planned, just a short farewell video. But I will do like 1 on each, the good, bad and ugly. After 9 months, 27,000 kilometers. We're gonna start with the good. What's the best part with my XC40? I don't think I want to highlight any specific element, such as the ground clearance, because for me, the best part with my XC40 ownership has actually been the total package of what you get. Because this is really capable on winter. All-wheel drive, good ground clearance, has been a blast during the winter season. But you also have decent comfort, decent stereo, you have a good infotainment with the Google built-in navigation, panoramic roof, light and airy cabin. You have a good amount of storage possibilities in the trunk. If I remove my camera bag, with this foldable and clever 2-part storage solution with the floor, really convenient, spacious. I've had a shitload of stuff in here during my 9 months. But yeah, design, the overview, easy in and out step. So the total package of what you get is also a pretty good electric car. Huge battery, good range, and also a really good charging curve, up to 205 kilowatt. Preheating before fast charging. The range now during the summer season, pushing 450. The double VLTP are 535, but my record is like 480. So the total package for what you get, I think it's hard to find all of this in different car, in another car. So that's the biggest advantage for me, the one thing I have really appreciated the most. The total package for what you get. It's really an appealing package. There's no denying that the XC40 has an appeal. But then, what's the worst thing? And what's the ugly thing? I think the worst thing, we actually have to go back to the range, because the range during the winter season, we had a pretty rough winter here in the capital of Norway. A lot of snow, a lot of cold periods, down to like negative 30 degrees Celsius. Really cold as heck. And then the range, you just forget about the 500 or the 400 or the 300. I was down to low 200. And in one go I could do like 250. But on my short commutes, with preheating several times a day, I was down to almost a 200 kilometers range. So I had to charge it every single day, because I do have a lot. So the winter range, I just shit. But that's the thing with every electric car. You see a double VLTP 500, I'm thinking, okay, 500, that means 250 during winter. Just take 50% and say, forget about it. I wish it was better during winter. Yeah, honestly. So that's the worst thing. And then the ugly thing. It's actually starting to rain now. We have a dark cloud approaching. Maybe it will, oh, we have one there as well. Maybe one of them will just burst over me. So we have to wrap up this video. What's the ugly thing? I think the ugly thing for me is actually the price tag. Because if I want to spec a new one, XC40 or C40, recharge twin with the full ultimate enchilada, 20-inch, a metallic paint, just everything, it actually breaks the 700,000 marker. 700,000. That's just bonkers. My fully decked out XC60 T8 inscription was like 914. That was 60 car with a lot more tech. So 700, yeah. The prices for electric cars, yeah. So I think the price has to be the ugly thing. It's getting really expensive to get a new one. But all in all, would I buy one again? Yeah, I could. I would probably not go XC. I would probably just cut down the roof and do a C40. A C40 Black Edition, maybe. I actually just saw one. Or maybe I should do a C40 Fusion Red with the new blonde upholstery. Or maybe do the tailored wool all over again. C40 are one of the cars I'm considering to place a new order for. But now I have to look for something second hand. And I'm also waiting for something else in the horizon. We have two cars that Volvo will show or present, reveal. One in the 30 range and one in the 90 range. But I can highly recommend the XC40. It has been a blast. If I could keep it and have another car on the side, I would definitely keep it. But my salary aren't big enough yet. So I have to say goodbye to one to get the other. So yeah, I think I have to wrap up this video now. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And if you have any questions at all regarding my XC40 ownership or general questions regarding the XC40, then please feel free to just write it in the comment section down below, and I will do my best to answer each and every single comment. And now, as the sun settles or drops down behind the mountain here soon, it's time to end this video. Tomorrow I will do a range test here from Oslo, all the way up north, almost at Trondheim, a place called Oppdal. I will check into a hotel there and meet the new owner on Sunday. And then it's goodbye. I hope you enjoyed this farewell video. Probably longer than I had planned for, but yeah. You know what it is when your mouth just keeps rambling on. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's time to end. Thank you so much for watching my video today, and I hope I will see you in the next video. And I hope you, for new viewers, if you will consider subscribing to my channel, that really means a lot. So that's it for this time. I'll see you in the next one. Take care and bye bye.